KidsTV. We've been learning about our wonderful world that God created, how He made it, and He made Adam and Eve. He made humans to look after His wonderful world. But then they disobeyed Him and sin came into the world, and well, things were going a bit wrong. And because of that, people didn't look after each other and they didn't look after the world around them. Do you remember last week how God was so sad? He said He was going to destroy the earth. And I said we'd be learning about that man called Noah. Well, you might know a little bit about Noah already. I'm going to read to you about him from this book again this week. When God looked at all the people He'd made, He sighed at the sight of them. They're really quite bad. It makes me so sad. I think I should start again. He managed to find just one good man though, so God called to Noah by name. Build a big boat. Make sure it will float. I warn you, it's going to rain. Then Noah did all that God asked him to do. He followed God's pattern, true. He built a great ark from gopher wood bark and the rest of the gopher wood too. He warned all his neighbours that the rains would come, but they all just laughed in his face. Your boat is a joke. Who cares if it floats? We never get floods in this place. Now Noah, God said, here's another small job. I want you to build me a zoo. Hippos and hares, beavers and bears, a couple of each will do. So Noah collected a world full of beasts, menageried 2 by 2, donkeys and dogs, ferrets and frogs, kittens and kangaroos. When Noah had loaded the beasts on board and all of his family too, God shut the door. It started to pour, just 8 members in the crew. So Noah, his wife, their 3 sons and wives were safe as the waters rode high. But down on the ground, everyone drowned, and rain fell in sheets from the sky. For 40 long days and 40 long nights, the rain never ceased to fall. Water like fountains covered the mountains, no bits of land left at all. Floating alone on this watery world, 150 days, Noah just waited and he hoped and he prayed that the floods would all go away. The ark came to rest on Ararat, a mountaintop stop so tall. Noah sent from his hand a bird to find land, but the raven found nothing at all. So Noah sent out a white dove instead, and when it came back with a leaf, he knew at long last that the flooding was past and his passengers all could leave. So out they all poured, and God told them plain to claim the whole earth fresh and new. Fill up my world with boys and girls, and yes, baby animals too. Then up in the sky, God painted a sign, a rainbow, a promise above. I will never send rain like this again and cover the world in a flood. And He never did, boys and girls. He never destroyed the world again. He wants the world to be an amazing place for us to live in. And He's given us the responsibility to look after it with Him. So let's do that again this next week.
Welcome to Wonder World. Isn't it so great to be together? And I am so excited because we're about to sing about the wonderful world God created. So hey, why don't you stand and join with me? It's a wonderful, 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 wonderful world. It's an utterly marvelous, totally glorious, simply incredible world. And as we stand amazed, we will sing out in praise to the God who made it all. This marvelous, glorious, wonderful, wonderful world. Oh, oh, oh. This marvelous, glorious, wonderful, wonderful world. He made it all work together in ways that blow our minds. With whales and snails and fingernails and creatures of all kinds. His handiworks around us, all plain to see. From outer space to the nose, sat on my face. He made it all. It's a wonderful, 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 wonderful world. It's an utterly marvelous, totally glorious, simply incredible world. And as we stand amazed, we will sing out in praise to the God who made it all. This marvelous, glorious, wonderful, wonderful world. Oh, oh, oh. This marvelous, glorious, wonderful, wonderful world. He made it all work together in ways that blow our minds. With trees and seas and gravity and wonders of all kinds. His handiworks around us, all plain for us to see. He's one who cares, so he even counts the hairs upon my head. It's a wonderful, 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 wonderful world. It's an utterly marvelous, totally glorious, simply incredible world. And as we stand amazed, we will sing out in praise to the God who made it all. This marvelous, glorious, wonderful, wonderful world. Oh, oh, oh. This marvelous, glorious, wonderful, wonderful world. W-O-N-D-E-R, it's wonder, wonderful. W-O-N-D-E-R, it's wonder, wonderful. W-O-N-D-E-R, it's wonder, wonderful. W-O-N-D-E-R, it's wonder, wonderful. It's a wonderful, 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 wonderful world. It's an utterly marvelous, totally glorious, simply incredible world. And as we stand amazed, we will sing out in praise to the one who gave it all. This marvelous, glorious, wonderful, wonderful world. Oh, oh, oh. This marvelous, glorious, wonderful, wonderful world. Wonderful!